You're not poor. You're just doing this wrong. You're not poor. You're just doing money the hard way. And I know that sounds crazy, but stay with me. Because a lot of people aren't broke because they don't earn enough. They're broke because their money is leaking out in ways they don't even notice. If you've ever checked your account and thought, wait, where did my money go? This video is for you. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Money Fix Daily, where we keep money simple and realistic. Today, we're talking about something that might hurt a little, but it's going to help a lot. You're not poor. You're just doing this wrong. Not because you're dumb, not because you're lazy, but because nobody taught most people the real rules of money. And if you fix just a few things after this video, you can start seeing real progress, even without a huge salary. All right, let's get into it. First, you're treating your paycheck like it's unlimited. Most people treat payday like a celebration. The money hits the account and suddenly it's like, okay, we're back. Let's breathe again. Let's enjoy. And then what happens? 2 days later, the money is already disappearing. Because the truth is, a paycheck isn't wealth. It's a temporary refill. And if you don't give your paycheck a plan the second it arrives, it will vanish on random spending. Now here's the next big reason you feel broke all the time. You're spending first and saving later. And for most people, there is nothing left. Saving later sounds logical, but it doesn't work. Because life always finds a way to take your money. There's always a birthday, a bill, a craving, a sale, a random emergency. That's why the smartest people do the opposite. They save first and live on what remains, even if it's small, even if it's just $10 a week. Because saving is not about the amount, it's about the habit. Next, your lifestyle is quietly too expensive. And listen, this is important. A lot of people aren't poor. They just have a lifestyle that costs too much to maintain. And it's usually not one big mistake. It's 10 small ones. It's the daily coffee, the constant eating out, the subscriptions, the random online orders, the treat yourself spending. And here's the crazy part. These purchases don't feel like being rich. They feel like being normal. But normal in America is expensive. And if you don't control it, your money will always feel tight. Now, let's talk about something nobody warns you about, the convenience tax. Convenience is amazing, but it's not free. Every time you pay for convenience, you pay extra. Delivery fees, tips, service charges, express shipping. And you don't notice it because it's spread out. But at the end of the month, it adds up to a serious number. For example, if you order delivery 3 times a week and you overpay by $10 each time, that's $120 a month. That's over $1,000 a year. Not from one big purchase, but from being tired. Now, let's get real for a second. Credit cards. A lot of people don't realize they're not broke. They're stuck in a credit cycle. Credit cards can be helpful, but when you use them to cover your lifestyle, they become a trap. Because swiping doesn't feel like spending. You don't feel the pain. But later, the bill shows up, and now you're paying for the past. Then interest kicks in, and suddenly you're paying extra money for old purchases you don't even remember. That's how people stay broke while working hard. Not because they don't earn, but because they owe. Here's another reason people feel broke all the time. They don't have an emergency fund. And honestly, this is one of the biggest differences between people who feel stable and people who feel stressed about money 24/7. Because without savings, every small problem becomes a crisis. A flat tire becomes debt. A medical bill becomes panic. A broken phone becomes a payment plan. And it feels like life is attacking you financially. But what's really happening is simple. You don't have a buffer. Even $200 saved can change your life. Because it buys you time. Now let me tell you the real reason most people feel broke and don't know why. They don't track their money. They guess. You might think you spend a little on eating out, but it's actually $500 a month. You might think your subscriptions are small, but they're draining your account. You might think your spending is not that bad until you see the truth. And here's the thing. You can't fix what you don't measure. Tracking isn't about stress. It's about clarity. Okay, so how do you fix all this? Here's a simple money system that works for almost anyone. Step 1. The day you get paid, move money to savings immediately, even if it's small. $10, $20, anything. Step 2. Set a weekly spending limit. Weekly makes it easier to stay in control because monthly budgets feel too far away. Step 3. Cancel subscriptions you don't use. Pick 3 today. Even 2 subscriptions canceled can free up real money. Step 4. Build a mini emergency fund. Start with $100, then build it to $500, then work your way to $1,000. That one step alone can stop you from going into debt every time life happens. And step 5. Track your spending for 7 days. Just 7. You'll instantly see what needs a change. And once you see it, you'll feel more in control immediately. So no, you're not poor. You're just doing money the way most people were taught, which is a hard way. But once you build a simple system, you stop feeling stress and you start making progress. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to Money Fix Daily, and comment, "I'm fixing it," so I know you're locked in. And if you want the next video, I'll show you exactly how to budget your money the right way, step by step. See you in the next one.